All right, what's going on? Did I mention I've got a sore tooth? So we've been doing G blues scale, G blues riffs, G harmony, G licks, G phrases, and now G7 type chords. And then we got into G ninth chords, and then we did some funk. So we got lots of junk to deal with. But we better keep going forward. When you play blues, the ninth chord is pretty important. I mean, just the straight up G7 chord is fine for certain things. Very, very good. But we're going to go into some ninth chords here. So if we're doing like a G9 like this, and we go to C9 up here, well, there's nothing wrong with moving your hand up there. It's not going to hurt you. But you can also go that way towards the floor to a C9 like this. This really was the first ninth chord that we learned in the groovy 70s when we used to jam in the basement. We would do things like this. And we would play for a long time on stuff like that, just keep going round and round. Drummer guy would just be funking along furiously, bass guys trying to make up some funky riffs, and we're playing solos. And then we would change to other chords, and it was all, nothing was written out, not much was discussed, it was all organic. And man, that's a good way to grow up. And that's why I can play to this day, because but what, I'll show you that. It was an older kid. We were like 14, 15, 16. And the older, kids, maybe 2 years older, would come over, check out our guitars for a couple minutes, and then they'd run out to chase girls. And what they'd show us would be this chord, which, let's take it down to C9. The root is on the 5th string, so we call it a root 5 chord. So, 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string, 5th string, 6th string. 5th string is the A string. So we're going to make that our root. And that's a C note. So you got to know your notes. And you got to know them quick. And there's a C. That's our root. So when we say we're in the key of C, you can think of that one or that one. And we'll build a scale, riff, or chord, or something on that. So here's that C. I like middle finger there. I'm comfortable. If I use my index, I'd be kind of kinked. I show you that a lot, don't I? But here we go. This is good. Then index goes 1 string over 2nd fret. So we got 2 notes, C and E. C, E, C, E. That's also called root 3rd. Okay, that's just these 2 fingers, root and 3rd. It's the 3rd note of the scale. If we go 1, 2, 3, that's why it's called the 3rd. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 1, 2, 3. So we got a root and a 3rd, followed by a flatted 7, which is just like that triangle shape we've been working on. Like when we did G7, that little triangle shape. We're just doing the same thing, but we're going to add something to it. This is where it gets a little weird. What you got to do is take your ring finger of your fretting hand and let it lay flat, because we've been on our fingertips a lot. Now we're going to just push it over. But, big but, big but, these fingers cannot go flat. They have to remain standing up. So middle and ring are on the tips while ring is laying flat. And it's going to actually cover these 3 skinny strings. Let's take away index and middle and just lay ring finger flat on 3 skinny strings. That's on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. What we got here is a B flat, a D, and a G. And those have, like I said, a root and a third. This is a flatted 7, a 5th. No, that's a 9th, sorry. And then a 5th. So it's the flatted 7th note of a C major scale. Let me prove it to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flatted. There's our flatted 7. That's what it's all about, Charlie Brown. Cool, man. And then the 9th, which, let's figure it out. If you know your scale, you can figure out anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. D is the 9th note of a C major scale. And then this is a 5th. It's a G. G is the 5th note in a C major scale. I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good way to practice singing too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G is the 5th note in a C major scale, so we call that our 5th. So what do we got here? We got a root, 3rd, flatted 7, 9th, and a 5th. That's a C9. This is in my book. I'm pretty sure I've got C9 in there somewhere. So this might be kind of weird. If this is driving you crazy, just come back, lay that ring finger flat, and get used to that, and then maybe do these, and then try to put them together. It might not work instantly. For a lot of my students, they get really tense here. They get, like, oh, I can't do it. Wow, what are you doing, man? Like, slow down. I quit. Like, calm down. It's okay. Really, here's my interpretation of a 9th chord. Let's say you're playing in a band and, everybody's like playing. And then the band leader says, all right, band, take 5, but don't go anywhere. Stay in place and be ready to play. You're like, okay. Basically, your hand just sits like that. That's pretty close to a 9th chord. So here's my hand just flopping on the guitar. Now I'm going to make it a 9th chord. It's about the same thing as relaxing. But you might not agree. And okay, so why are we doing 9th chords? Because when you do G blues or any blues, you can go. Because it's cool, man, and it swings. And, otherwise you're playing, country cowboy. It's like, hey, man, take that somewhere else. This is cooler, isn't it? It's a little more swinging, a little more cool, not so campfire. Nothing wrong with campfire music, not against it. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. That's cool. But this is cooler in a different way. I like whatever makes you happy is good as far as I'm concerned. I don't mean to be so judgmental, but this is where I'm trying to get you to play this. Put a little bit of that flavor in your practice, and I think you'll appreciate it. All right, so thanks again for buying the book. It's kind of like one of my main incomes. I make about $1 a day off YouTube, so I'm hoping this grows. If you can like, share, comment, subscribe. That helps. Buying the book is awesome. I really, really appreciate it. And I do, those of you who have bought a book will notice that I do include a Surf Zombies pick. If I got them, I've got Surf Zombies bookmarks. I throw a sticker in and a Surf Zombies sticker. All that comes with the book, but I don't mention that normally. I just like to surprise you. But just in case you're on the fence, Surf Zombies pick, man, it's pretty cool. It's got the cover from our Lust for Rust album. All right, I'm jabbering. I need to get to the store and get a prescription for my rotten tooth. Don't forget to brush your teeth. All right, we'll see you soon. Thanks.